Good evening, everyone. I warmly welcome you all to today's presentations. The topic I will be discussing is competency-based learning and inquiry-based learning. These two approaches are highly important in modern education because they shift the focus from memorizations and passive learning towards skill development, practical application, critical thinking, and student engagement. Traditional education often emphasizes content coverage and examination performance. However, contemporary education system increasingly recognize that students must develop competencies that prepare them for real-life challenge and lifelong learning. Therefore, through this presentation, we will explore the meaning, characteristics, benefits, and practical applications of competence-based and inquiry-based learning. Meaning of competency-based learning. Competency-based learning, commonly known as CBL, is an educational approach in which students progress by demonstrating mastery of specific competency rather than simply completing a fixed amount of instructional time. A competency refers to a combination of knowledge, skills, attitude, behavior required to perform effectively. In this approach, learning is measured by what students can actually do and apply. As example, a student may understand mathematical formulas theoretically, but competency is demonstrated only when the students can solve practical problems independently. Key features to competency-based learning. Competency-based learning includes several important features. Clear learning outcomes, master-based progression, individualized praising, continuous assessment, learn-centered instructions. The student move forward only after demonstrating understanding and skill mastery. If one student masters a topic quickly, they can progress faster, while another student may receive additional support and time. Importance of competency-based learning. This approach is valuable because it ensures students genuinely understand concepts rather than memorizing information temporarily. Competency-based learning improves learning quality, supports individual difference, increases accountability, promotes practical skill development. As example, in language learning, competency is not simply memorizing vocabulary but communicating effectively. Teachers' role in competency-based learning. In CBL learning, teachers function as facilitators and guides. Their responsibilities include design competency standards, monitoring students' progress, providing timely feedback, supporting individual learning needs. Teachers must continuously assess the students' readiness. As an example, a teacher may use checklists or rubrics to monitor a student's mastery. Assessments in competency-based learning. Assessment in this model is continuous and evidence-based. Methods may include projects, portfolios, presentations, observations, practical tasks. Assessments focus on demonstrated learning rather than only written examinations. Mm, as example, a science students may demonstrate competency by conducting an experiment successfully. Benefits of competency-based learning. Major benefits include like that these personalized learning, increase motivation, reduce learning gaps, and stronger skill mastery, better career readiness. Students develop confidence by progressing according to mastery. Challenges of competency-based learning. Despite its advantages, implementation mentions can be challenging. Common challenges include like increased teacher workload, assessment complexity, time management difficulties, resource limitations. The school must provide proper support system. Meaning of inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning is a student-centered approach where learning begins with questions, curiosity, investigation, and exploration. Instead of directly receiving answers, students actively discover knowledge through investigation. This approach encourages curiosity, analysis, reasoning, evidence-based thinking. As example, rather than explaining why plants need sunlight immediately, a teacher may ask the students to investigate plant growth under different conditions. Key features of inquiry-based learning. Important features include questioning, investigation, explorations, evidence gathering, reflections. Students actively participate in knowledge constructions. In our as an example, we can take in history, students may investigate cause of historical events using multiple sources. Types of inquiry-based learning. There are several forms of inquiry, structured inquiry, guided inquiry, open inquiry. These differ according to teacher guidance level. Structured teacher provide questions and methods, and guided teacher provides question student investigate methods. Open students generate both questions and investigation. Teachers' role in inquiry-based learning. In inquiry-based learning, teacher guide learning rather than dominate it. Teachers pose stimulating questions, facilitate discussion, supportive investigation, encourage reflection. Teachers create learning opportunities rather than simply delivering answers. Benefits of inquiry-based learning. Benefits include improved critical thinking, deeper understanding, stronger engagement, research skill, learner independence, students become active participant. As example, a geography lesson investigating climate patterns, develop analytic skills. Inquiry process. The inquiry cycle generally follows these steps. Ask questions, investigate, analyze findings, draw conclusions, reflect and communicate. This process mirrors authentic learning. Classroom example of inquiry learning. Consider a science classroom. We can take this question. Why do some objects float while others sink? A student may form hypotheses Test materials record observations, discuss findings. This develops scientific reasoning. Competitions, and inquiry-based learning. Although both are learner-centered, they differ slightly. Competition-based learning focus on mastery, measurable outcomes, skill demonstration. Inquiry-based learning focus on questioning, discovery, investigation, knowledge construction. Both complement each other effectively. Integrating both approaches. Teachers can combine both methods. For example, the student investigate a problem through inquiry, then demonstrate mastery through competition assessment. This creates meaningful and practical learning. Skill development. Skills develop. These approaches develop 21st century skills such as communication, collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability. These are essential for future success. To student motivations, both methods improve motivation because students experience ownership over learning. When students ask questions, solve problems, demonstrate success, they become more engaged and confident. Lifelong learning. These approaches prepare students for lifelong learning. Students learn, how to solve problems, and how to adapt. This is essential in rapidly changing society. Teachers prepare to implement these approaches effectively. Teachers require professional development, planning skill, assessment literacy, classroom flexibility. Teacher readiness is critical. Challenges in implementations. Implementations may face barriers such as limited resources, rigid curriculum structures, assessment pressures, large class size. Solution require institutional support. Importance in modern education. In modern education, knowledge alone is insufficient. Students require transferable skill, problem solving ability, independence. These approaches address those needs effectively. To conclude, competency-based learning and inquiry-based learning, that means CBL learning and IBL learning, represent essential shifts toward meaningful student-centered education. Competence-based learning ensure mastery and skill application, while inquiry-based learning develops curiosity, investigation, and critical thinking. Together, these approaches support holistic learner development and prepare students for academic, professional, and personal success. Thank you for your attention.